Yeah, I'm Maruda.
Greeting, guys. Again.
And Gabriela point.
Gabriela, teacher. She's about to share a story with you guys. The way she praises herself as a teacher. Teacher with not eyes. Translation, the teacher did not graduate. She's laughing, but she's not happy, but she's laughing at the situation. Sometimes you have to make a light of the situation, no matter how bad it is. That's the only way you can sometimes get through a day. She's about to fall into a hole because she is a blind. She said thank you. I think that happened a long ago.
Yeah.
There was a kid who was born in our family. On her mother's side, not the dad's side though. One day she'll talk about the father's side as well, but today specifically her mother's side, which aka my grandmother. She's just kind of repeating the same story, but that story she originally said in her old channel, guys. So yeah. That kid, when we was in the stomach, as in the mom was pregnant with the baby. The day when it was close to coming out, being born. He was born. He was born with a chair. My mom said, "Mola nenini." Betial odo tiro gena baba ultinini. Tira deep. It's a metal. Metal that is kalantinini. Okay. It's just a chair, look at bed metal-ish, kind of shiny. That's the best way. I asked my mom to describe it in her native tongue. That's what some mother said, my grandmother. She didn't tell, my grandmother didn't share it with a lot of people. She shared it directly with my mother, Miss Gabby. My grandmother shared it directly to my mom, Miss Gabby. That kid was born with that chair and also like a cane, a stick, like a cane wise. The best way to describe it for you guys. And a bracelet. And also it's kind of middle-ish looking like that the kid came with. Chair, a cane, and a bracelet. People were amazed the way it was born. They was wondering what kind of what's happening, like surprise, magic, yeah. People pretty much say, you know what, let us just live with it as is. People respected that baby. The kid grew very well. When he reached 13-ish, and kids that are around his age, they will come and visit, so you know they can all hang out as teenagers do. They will all hang out together as teenagers do. They will just hang out and you know. Around 15, they will cook. The mother will cook the boy with the, you know, with the cane and the chair and the bracelet. All the kids in that neighborhood, all the his teenage friend would respect him. When he came out, people pretty much give him the title as a chief. When he will take a piece of the food that was served. The more, like he will eat the first bite, the second bite, the third bite. When they finish the third bite, people will begin eating. He will remove his hand from the food, because you know in African home there's a big bowl of soup, and then the food is placed in a huge serving tray. Everybody eat in one plate, not like here where people eat in their own plate. No, we tend to do that home a lot. The best way I will describe how we eat home. When he kind of realized people now join to eat, he will just pretty much now stop himself, but the other will continue eating. That's how he was, always is. Maybe God realized it's different. He barely eat enough anymore. One day he told his mother, he asked his mom to go cut. There's this specific I don't know, grass we use to turn it into the best way I could describe the texture. What it tastes like is baking soda. Traditional baking soda, the best way I would describe it. The mom cut a very huge amount of that plant that is turned later on will be turned. That grass was cut and it stayed for 3 days. The son pretty much asked Ma, because this grass has been sitting on the sun for a while now. It started to wither. You know, when plants start to get dry, they tend to slouch a some type of way or folded. They no longer look like look at flower. When it start to dry up, it wither. It no longer spreading its leaf freely. The best way to describe it. The next day, early morning, the mom pretty much started to gather that grass together, and the mom piled in one huge pile. After it was done, he asked his mom if he's going to light the grass. That's how you turn the method of turning it into baking soda. The mom lit it on fire. He went inside the young boy. He brought his gear that he came out of from the womb, like the bracelet, the chair, the cane, the stick, the bracelet, the chair. And then he sat. The smoke that was coming out of the grass is going upward, more like a skyward. It sat next exactly where there was the grass being turned into baking soda. He sat next to it, and it was covered with that smoke, the smoke that was coming out of the grass. The smoke pretty much carried him. Pretty much the smoke just keep taking him upward. Everybody came, the neighborhood people came. Everybody's like, where's the ship going? That smoke pretty much keep carrying him, and everybody keeps saying everybody in the neighborhood and everybody there was saying he's going. The chief is going. The chief is going. He just went, and the smoke carried him, and he vanished. It just pretty much went with the smoke. It wasn't buried, or it just went with the smoke. After this day, nobody know where they're still up there. Nobody seen him after that. The boy name was Atanga in a native tongue. That's how the village there's a tribe in Sudan, they call it Pajok, but then within that village, it has different tribe in there of Acholi. But that's in that area where the boy came from, the name that Pacific home, Patanga. My grandmother place, it was born there. That's where the name of that village is called Patanga. Expressing what the meaning of the Pacific, like East Coast, West Coast. You know, cheerleader, they have that. I don't know, probably there's a word to describe it, to express where you're from. She's expressing where she's from now. She's very happy of what occurred. It's based on an actual true story. So it's not like a made up kind of story. She said thank you. In the name of the Father. She witnessed something similar up in her. One time mom said money just came out of nowhere, fell from the sky. A brand new bill just up into up. Yeah, she said she witnessed that miracle do happen from time to time, but these days you don't see those stuff anymore. A while ago, things like that do occur. She's gonna leave it here, guys, for you guys. She said she thank you in the name of the Father in heaven, in the name and the Son Jesus Christ, and the Father have power for us.
Amen.
Amen. She doesn't have much to say, guys. Amen. Hello, guys. So terrible translate. I translate a few things now. My mom talked about her the channel, our old channel, guys, and yeah, guys, I love you guys so much. Mom, Beto, my baby come with the SPs, and also mom right now share, guys. So the Your Terrible Translator lady here, mom just share a little bit about our hometown, how the name became about, and the young boy behind the village, our Pacific village name, and the young man who was born differently, and how he went up and everything. So yeah, I translate a little bit the best way I can. If I didn't do much, guys, I'm sorry, forgive me. I love you guys so much. Mom, Beto, my baby come with the S. Peace. I love you guys. Bye bye.